guys, my name is Spencer Coffman. Thank you for watching the Deception Tips videos. They're all about teaching you how to read people and detect deception so that you will be able to tell if someone is lying to you. Today we are going to talk about just a general concept of this whole thing and what you need to look for on what is important for you to believe. Now remember, when people talk, they're saying two different types. They're speaking two languages. Number one is that audible language that you're hearing. Number two is that hidden language that everybody speaks but almost nobody understands, and that's body language. Hopefully through the course of all these videos, if you checked out the podcasts or blog posts or any of that other material that's out there, then you are starting and you can understand this body language. And now one of these languages is truthful all the time, and that is body language. So body language is what you need to believe, which is what we are going to be talking about more today. So here it is. This is deception tip number 79. Remember that body language is always truthful, and words can be deceptive. Always believe body language. So body language is always truthful. Why is this? Well, this is because when people speak, we're speaking from our conscious. And when body language happens, body language is coming from the unconscious. Now, unless it's something that's fake, then it could be coming from the conscious. And remember, we've talked about that with fake body language and fake expressions, that they aren't going to be symmetrical, congruent, spontaneous, simultaneous, all of those big words. They're not going to match up with other things, with speech or with each other or with sides of the body, etc. You can review all of that in the past deception tips. So body language is truthful because it is coming from the unconscious. Remember, the conscious and the unconscious are battling back and forth. The conscious is trying to get the lie out. The unconscious is trying to push the truth. And so when we're consciously telling that lie through verbal spoken language, the unconscious is working behind the scenes in body language. Remember, all of these tips we've talked about, whether it's certain things with facial expressions or gestures or hands touching face or different finger gestures or lips or eyes or any of these different things that we've been talking about, these unconscious gestures. So what you need to do is believe the body language. Pay attention to body language as well as listening to what someone is saying, because there are vocal slip-ups, and that's unconscious as well. So the unconscious is pushing itself out through body language and also through sometimes spoken language. But spoken language can be tricky because sometimes it's false, sometimes it's true. So we don't really know. But with body language, we're certain, because body language is always truthful. So pay attention to that. Look for those patterns and look for those clusters of behavior, because when you start seeing more than one, now you know it really is. But if it's just one sign, like you just notice something, maybe someone touches their nose or they shrug a shoulder, and you say, okay, well, that's one thing, it could have been anything. Or remember way back in number 1 when we talked about arm folding. There could be multiple reasons. Maybe they're cold. Maybe they are trying to huddle up. Maybe they need a hug. Something like that. Or maybe it's because they're being withholding and defensive. So there could be more than one reason for any of these signs. Even though folding the arms is an unconscious gesture, it could be done consciously. Maybe I folded it consciously because I'm cold. So remember that with all of these tips, there are more than one reason for any of them. So that's why you have to look for those clusters, because the patterns and the clusters of behavior are going to be displayed unconsciously. If someone's lying, there will always be more than one sign. And if you're paying attention to that and you believe that body language as things happen, you'll start to see more than one thing, and you'll say, okay, this sign happened. Okay, now this happened. Now this happened. That's starting to become a cluster and a pattern of behaviors. I'm pretty sure that person's lying. Why? Because I looked at the body language, and I know body language is always telling the truth. And right now that body language is not going with whatever they're saying, so something's off. You don't know what they're lying about. You don't know whether it's something that's going on that they're thinking about or something they're saying, but you know something's not right, and you can start to dive into that and examine it a little more. So remember, believe body language, watch for body language, and keep an eye out for those patterns and clusters of behavior. So if this is your first time watching these videos, I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Feel free to comment with any questions you may have as well. Also, if you'd like some more information, we have books, blog posts, podcasts, all available on spencercoffman.com that are dedicated to teaching you exactly what everybody is really saying. Until next time.